Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Cahoots, mate. I'm Dave, and this is...
Colin.
We're together. That never fucking happens.
No, it's mad.
Alright. Mental.
It's mad.
Should we do the...
We've both got time off work.
Yeah. That matches up for once.
Yeah.
That never happens.
No.
So, yeah. We've had the channel going for, what, almost a year now, probably, and this is the first video we've
actually done together, yeah.
Weird.
We've worked collaboratively on videos, haven't we? But we've never actually done one together, and this is the first
Physically.
one. We're taking our virginities.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you want to put it.
Popping the cherries.
Popping the cherries.
Should we do a Metal Jesus Reggie fist bump?
I don't know, do we?
Probably not.
Nah,
Probably
I don't know if we might get stuck in abuse.
We might get a copyright claim.
Copyright claim or banned.
Yeah. So we're basically going to do a pickups video of what we bought this year, probably.
Yeah, we've got some interesting things and we just wanted to like show them off, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't exactly remember everything I have bought this year, and I'm pretty sure this is probably it. But we've got some decent stuff we want to go through. Colin's trumps mine by far, but I've got some.
I mean, I've got like a console as well, haven't I? I've gone like with variety. You've got like quite a lot of like the same console type things, haven't you?
I mainly focus on PS2, Xbox 360 and PC, but I've started branching into GameCube a little bit.
Yeah.
As even though the prices have shot up ridiculously recently.
Some of them are.
Yeah. We went to, what was the shop in Norwich called?
Last Level Games.
Last Level Games the other day, and Colin made a purchase that was quite nice. We'll talk about that probably near the end of the video.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to give that shop
basically did a tour, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did a little tour.
I mean, it's smaller than this front room probably, but
yeah, Last Level Games is small. It's in Norwich. It's kind of like off the beaten track. His prices are good.
His prices are very good. I was surprised by that. He's very reasonable.
It's got quite a lot of stuff in there as well. Quite a lot of variety, quite a lot of boxed games, quite a lot of boxed consoles.
And accessories.
And accessories as well. And he does trades. Yeah. So if you've got games that you don't want, maybe you could go in and go, look, can I trade this? Obviously if it's a fair trade, then he'll trade with you, but yeah. Yeah. We did a few charity shops as well, didn't we?
Yeah, some
charity shops. Found a couple of them, good.
My first stack I'm going to do is from a charity shop, all found in one, essentially. Yeah, charity shops ain't been too bad lately.
No.
Yeah, especially round my way, because we live in two different towns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we start?
Yeah, can do.
So, literally, was it the first shop we went in?
Yeah.
I think it's the first shop we went in.
First shop.
I ended up walking around town with a stack of games in my hand without a bag for a while. So it's quite awkward, but these were literally sitting at the front of the shop in a bin for 10p each, and these were all PC games. Bratz Rock Angels, don't judge me, that's worth about 20 quid. You've got Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. I haven't taken the stickers off yet. Splinter Cell Double Agent. Company of Heroes. Napoleon Total War, Brothers in Arms Hell's Highway, and classic Fallout 3. All of them are complete with booklets and everything. So that was a nice find for me. That was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 70p's worth.
70 pence. Yeah.
That was good.
I'll keep the theme of PC games going, and this was the second shop that we went into, charity shop again, and I found this was £1, and it's the original Witcher for the PC. Again, it's got all the manual in there. You've got obviously fill out your address and send it away. You can win something. Slip still in there. Back in the day when they used to do that all the time. The disc is in good condition as well.
I was tempted to buy that myself, but I've got it on Steam already, so I didn't.
Yeah. I just got it for the collection. Yeah.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with a bit of Witcher.
Exactly. You've got to kind of chuck 2 lots in. These are nothing really. I got a sealed copy of Shaun of the Dead on HD DVD because for some reason I love HD DVDs and I really want to rebuy the HD DVD player for the Xbox. Don't know why. Some of my collecting goes off the rails sometimes. I've got a prototype. Well, it's not a prototype. The game's prototype, but it's a promo copy of prototype. I got it in a bundle of games. Kane and Lynch, Deus Ex Human Revolution for PS3. And this one I was quite happy with because this only cost me £1, this TNA Impact. And that is worth about 20 quid. So I was quite happy with that. The game sucks balls, but it's a decent find.
How'd you get this? Promo only, not for resale.
I used to have loads of them. I used to have freaking loads of them.
Yeah.
For PS3 and Xbox 360.
It's like kind of like, you know, like you get them the dev copies of the consoles and that. Like this is a copy.
That's for reviewers.
Yeah.
Something like a media copy. Yeah, I used to
That's quite a good find.
Yeah.
To be fair.
That was in a big jumble of stuff I bought a little while ago. So, yeah.
I'd be well happy with that. I'd send that away to try and see if we can get it like graded. Get it in one of them special cases.
I don't know how much it's worth.
Nah.
But I think
still though, it's a promo copy, isn't it? Like it's a dead.
I think if it was like a bigger game, it might be worth a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do
prototype, not bad.
2 consoles in one here, just because obviously, yeah, I want to try and keep the train going. I'm going to do 2 Wii games as well that we got in the first charity shop, and these were both 10p as well. Big Brain Academy.
Have you opened that yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've opened it. It's weird because I took there's no plastic sleeve, so I took the tape off because there's tape actually holding the sleeve on. So you had to take the tape off to get the disc out, which is weird, but it's got everything in there.
10p.
10p, you can't go wrong with that.
This was a good one for
This
10p.
This one was a proper good one. Guitar Hero 5 for the Wii. 10p again. Obviously, can't go wrong with a bit of Guitar Hero. Doesn't matter that obviously you didn't get the guitar, but everybody's got one already, haven't they? Because everybody's got a Guitar Hero game, haven't they?
Yeah.
So.
And the Wii guitars are the cheapest ones as well.
The cheapest ones to get, aren't they? Yeah. Then again, these were bought in a shop down Norwich way.
Were they in the pawn shop?
Pawn shop, that is it. Yeah, there was a pawn shop, and it's Wii U, 2 Wii U games. Obviously, if you've been a follower of the channel for long, you know my love for Wii U. And I still, I've nearly got all of the games for the Wii U. These 2 games here, they weren't expensive, but I don't get why I never had them before because they weren't expensive. There's only one game left that I need to get, and it's the Kirby game. And obviously that's going to take me a while because that's expensive. Proper expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, Disney Infinity version 3.0, which has Marvel update, Star Wars update, and Disney update. That was $2.99. Can't go obviously wrong with that. There was a time when Disney Infinity's Skylanders were proper big, weren't they? proper
whole
big. You should
bag of
see how
figures
many
upstairs.
Skylanders I have. It's
Really?
mad. I've got loads.
We've got loads of Disney Infinity upstairs. As
Oh,
well.
have you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
loads of-
And then sports connection for the Wii U as well. Obviously, it's basically just the Wii U's version of
Oh, it's Ubisoft.
yeah, Ubisoft make that.
I never actually looked at that one when you picked it up.
No, it's basically the Wii U's version of Wii Sports, but this has got go-karts on it as well. Don't know if you can see that.
Rival Mario Kart.
Yeah, they try to thingy. They've got obviously touch football, golf, baseball, soccer, tennis, and go-karts.
My next lot is, I think I'll chuck in original Xbox and Xbox 360 together. So let's put them together. So I've got the original Halo Combat Evolved because I never actually had it. That didn't cost me anything. I think that was like 70p.
Yeah, I think I picked both of these up for like 50 pence.
Yeah,
They're quite cheap now.
yeah, they're good to have.
And it's good to have, especially considering as well, like obviously I get you on the Master Chief Collection, you flick a button and it goes back to the old graphics. But there's just something sitting there, turning your OG Xbox on, listening to the original like music bit at the start where it does the bubble.
Oh yeah.
Where it does the bubble and then it brings the Xbox menu up and you've got your music and all that stuff. You load your game up and then
Burn CDs on the hard
burn
drive.
CDs.
And there's also something about having the Halos on your shelf.
Yeah, you've got to, ain't you? You've got to.
So
I mean, I've only got on disc Halo 1 and 2 and Halo 3. That's it. That's the only ones I have. Physicals.
if I have Halo 3. So I've got Halo 2 as well, the original Xbox. This was in a charity shop for about 10p, and it only comes with disc 2. And it looks like it's been chewed by a child, but it's Halo 4. But I've got it anyway because you can't leave it behind.
I mean, when it's 10p, you can't leave it behind.
Exactly. And you'll like this.
Yeah.
So this is Halo 3 ODST. Very clean copy.
That's my favourite Halo.
And it's got the Xbox Live Gold memberships.
Unscratched.
48 hour ones, unscratched. Completely unscratched. Still got everything in there.
Mate,
Brand new condition essentially.
that's my favourite Halo.
That is a great Halo.
That is my... I loved ODST.
It's got both the discs as well. Multiplayer.
Oh, it actually has. Mate,
Yeah.
well that's obviously better than Halo 4.
Same shot. Same shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Someone might have just bought another copy of Halo 4, mate, in another place, mate, and they've got the other disc.
Yeah, probably. This is the same shop as well. A really bad condition copy of Bloodstone 007. But again, it's like 10p.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with them 10p bargains.
No disc in there, I don't know where that is. Connect Sports. Alright. I've got a copy of Battlefield 4.
I wonder if that code's been used.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah.
2013. So it's come with the DLC code for China Rising and a month's worth of Xbox Live. I mean, it probably has expired, but
Yeah, probably.
it's still, you know,
That's in pretty good nick.
yeah, the case doesn't close properly.
It's still got the like sticker
Yeah, the sticker
that
on
people
the side.
used to sit.
I always take them off and stick them in the box now
Yeah.
because I'm sad. And again, same shop, both discs. This is Forza Motorsport 3 and game add-on content still
Still rubbed. Not
unrubbed.
unrubbed.
Yeah.
Unrubbed.
Unrubbed. Yeah, that's my Xbox 360 pickups. I've building an Xbox 360 collection. I've only started really getting the rare games for it.
Yeah.
But when I see a cheap one, can't be left behind in the charity shop.
No.
You don't want a filthy little child to get it.
To get it. Do you know? No. Keep with it. Xbox 360 theme. I've only got one here, and it's a collector's edition. It's a game that had mixed reviews. I mean, I like it, I think it's a good game, but I get people are just obviously weird, aren't they, in their taste, and it's Final Fantasy 13.
Hardcore Final Fantasy fans are weird.
That's the ones. And the thing is, though, it's different because you can either get a hardcore Final Fantasy fan, depending on who they are, they can either say Final Fantasy 7's the best or Final Fantasy 10's the best. Every other Final Fantasy is just overlooked, and they're all terrible unless you're like, oh, and your opinion's not valid unless it's Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy 10. They literally hate you.
Yeah.
And it's weird. And you can't. I'm not saying that Final Fantasy 13 is my favourite. Final Fantasy 10 is my favourite. But I do like Final Fantasy 13.
I know there's a strong following for 6 and 9 as well.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like football teams. It's like sports teams, isn't it?
I suppose so. Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy, each one represents like a club.
Yeah.
And each one, like, they've all got beef. They've all got beef with each other. But nah, yeah, this is pretty good. Everything's still in here. You've got obviously
this is from, CEX, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was some CEX.
In Norwich.
It's got the postcard art, 2 stickers unused. Obviously, you've got the art book, as usual. And then you've got our soundtrack CD.
Days when you can get CDs.
Yeah, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for a good soundtrack.
I love a CD.
I love a good soundtrack.
You know what, I'm going to throw a flex at you because this is one of my prized possessions. I can't actually, let me actually get on camera and say this. This is one of my prized possessions. I don't know if you've seen it before, but I've got the original Still Alive CD release from Lisa Miskovsky from the original Mirror's Edge.
I haven't seen that.
That's just from my old media project. You know that.
I haven't seen that.
But that is one of my prized possessions. I love this.
I haven't seen.
I bought it when the game came out. I got it on eBay for £2.
Mate, how good was this game though when it first came out?
How good's the song?
Yeah.
Great.
This game was proper sick.
You gotta ignore the noise as well. There's literally a baby seagull there. And we have really squeaky chairs.
Mate, I love that.
That wasn't a recent pickup. I literally got this about, when did Mirror's Edge come out? 2008. That's when I got it. Yeah. I'm gonna move on to, just really quickly, PS4 Mass Effect Trilogy. I've completed. I put 42 hours, no, 45 hours into the original Mass Effect, which is great. Mass Effect 2 I've now completed on about 58 hours. The seagulls in my garden. And I haven't started Mass Effect 3 yet, but that was that. This was I don't really collect PS4, but this was just cheap. The City of Final Fantasy NT. It's still sealed. I got it for like £2. But
it's Dutch, isn't it?
yeah, it's loose, unfortunately. But you know, I just got it in case it picks up value one day. I don't collect PS4, but
no. I mean, I dread to think the state of the disc when the person does get it and opens it. But then again, that could be one of them things. Again, it's sealed. You could send that away, get it graded because it's sealed.
Yeah. Not saying.
They put it in a box.
Nah, mate, lose disc.
They were like, oh yeah, nah, that's no money. I'm gonna go with PS4 as well next. And this is a weird one because I picked it up obviously in Norwich, but I had it before, but I got rid of it. But this is the steelbook version. Killzone Shadowfall. Release game for the PS4. It's got obviously a couple of manuals in there. Obviously, back when they just started slowly shifting to one page. The disc isn't that bad, but I got it because it was cheap. I think it was like £2, and I'm a sucker for a steelbook. Steelbook.
I'm glad I don't collect steelbooks. So.
Obviously, it's a bit scratched up in that. I don't know if you can like see that there, but
it's nice.
It's a nice book. Oh. Then again, obviously this one's limited edition, so it comes in a steelbook as well. Star Ocean for the PS4. Limited edition again. This one obviously again it was cheap. But it doesn't come with no sleeves or nothing on the inside. The disc isn't in that bad of condition. This was which is going to sound weird, and when at the end...
Show the inside art to the camera. The inside art's quite nice. Quite like that. I've never played Star Ocean before.
Yeah, when it gets to the end... everyone's going to be like, mate, are you mad? I might be, but this was my favourite pickup. Star Ocean. When I saw this steelbook limited edition, still got the sleeve, whereas the Killzone doesn't have the sleeve.
I think I originally picked it up and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I put it back and he was like, yoink.
And I was like, yeah, nah, that's mine now. You missed out, Sonny. You missed out. And yeah, so
I'll keep with the theme of like the Japanese style games. I bought these on eBay again because they were going cheap, and I thought they'd look nice on the shelf. I don't know anything about them. The Japanese PS1 games. I don't know what this one's called.
They're really thin as well.
Yeah,
like they're PlayStation 1, but they're the same like thickness as maybe like a CD
it's
case.
Weird. A couple of them are really thick, and some of them are like CD cases. It's strange. But that's that one. It's something Volume 2. Anyway, and we have Marriage. I literally think I paid about £1 each for these. This one's a band on that game in 2001. Again, I'd have the names in my eBay somewhere, but that's recording on my phone, so I can't.
Yeah, we'll get the names and we'll give them to you.
I'll put them up on the screen. This is made by Band Presto, which is a toy company. Oh, these are that. Oh, God, I know what these are. These are the freaking... Those robots. That was like the first robot toy to break America in the 70s or 80s. We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
We'll
and then we have...
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I didn't realise this one comes with like an art book. Oh, it's a soundtrack.
It's got a soundtrack.
It's a soundtrack, yeah. So this one's Heroin Dream.
So that was one of the cool things about the big fat cases for the PlayStation 1. They had a lot of extra stuff in them. You had your discs in there, but if I remember, like some of them, a lot of the manuals had like added extra like artwork.
Yeah.
And like the GTAs had maps in them.
Yeah.
Like at no extra like you didn't have to pay for a collector's edition or a limited edition. You'd get it in there. You'd get like a free art book.
Yeah.
But now you have to pay like an extra like 50 quid, an extra $50 for a collector's edition.
True.
I'm gonna keep with the PlayStation theme. It's not a weird Japanese game that I bought cheap. It's just the original Gran Turismo. Yeah, the original Gran Turismo. and I was quite like weirded off because I didn't realise it said £2 off, so I thought I was getting it for £2, but I didn't. I paid £4 in the end. But
you had a bunch of that was in. When
that
you
was
paying
in the,
for your stuff in the pawn shop.
In the pawn shop, I noticed it behind the
counter.
counter, and my cased PS1 games is quite lacking. I've got a lot of PS1 games, but you know them weird CD binders that you have a binder and you just put CDs in there.
Yeah.
I've got one of them, and it's got PS1 and PS2 games in there. So my game library isn't lacking. My physical case version, because I've literally only got 2 now. I've got this Gran Turismo, and then I've got obviously Star Trek Invasion.
Okay.
And that game's hard.
Is that the one from the box?
From the box, the mystery box, yeah. But obviously, yeah, like I said, it comes with a giant ass manual. You got obviously your sleeve with your thingy. Back when manuals were a thing. Sucker for a good manual. Yeah.
PS2. This is my main focus of collecting for some reason. This was an eBay buy, start of the year. Justice League Heroes. Never actually played it as much as I wanted to. I never got around. I think, tell a lie, I had it on PSP back in the day, but the PS2 one I never had.
Yeah.
I only bought this, Fighting Fury, because it was 50p and I needed a bag. So I went into CEX and found the cheapest game I could and picked that up. I mean, it's good condition.
Yeah.
It looks...
Walking around with a stack of PC games.
Yeah, like an idiot.
Oh, let's go into CX. Surely there's something cheap.
Just
and
to
then
get
you
the
picked
bag.
up that.
Yeah, that's the original.
I did.
Blue
There was
disc as
there was
well.
another game that you could have bought, and I'm a bit disappointed whether you went with that one. And it was Britney Spears, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the dancing game.
The Britney Spears game. I mean, you're gonna choose the Britney Spears game, ain't you?
The only reason I didn't get that is because it was in crap condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this last one, I'm kind of gutted it didn't come with a manual, but I was actually looking for this game for a while. It's the Bouncer by Squaresoft. So it was essentially you play as a bouncer, and it's ridiculously Japanese,
Yeah.
and it's a bit like 3D Streets of Rage,
3D Streets of Rage.
kind of. It's just, it ain't that good, but it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's one of them weird games that you have to have
Yeah.
just for the band effect, isn't it?
It says, Scion, a man haunted by a tragic past. Within him lies strength and kindness, but also great sorrow. All this will change when he meets a girl named Dominique. These are the residents of Dog Street.
Dog Street. Dog Street, the girl named Dominique.
It's so weird, but
Mate, it's even weird on the back. What's that weird, gimp suit
I know.
person strangling the women?
I love all your games, and that was what was so good about the PS2. It had all these freaking weird titles. Like, look at this geezer. What's all that about? It looks like Murph from Impractical Jokers with pink hair. God,
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but that's weird.
greatest console ever.
Yeah. Right, now
I've only got one stack left, so you might want to go through yours.
Yeah, I might need to go through a bit of mine. I'm going to do Switch games next. I'm going to do...
I've got to say I'm quite jealous of your Switch collection.
Yeah.
It's growing quite fast.
I have gotten quite a lot. This is just a little bit because obviously other ones I've already talked about, or they're not worthy of talking about because everybody knows what they are.
Yeah.
But I got SteamWorld Dig 2, which is an indie game, and it's created by Rising Star Games, and it's basically you've got to try and find your friend. Quite early on in the game, you fall into a tunnel and you've got to dig your way out. Yeah, you've got to dig your way out, and there's puzzles, trials, and certain bits you can't go because your axe isn't strong enough, and you have to try and find a certain way to go. But that's quite an interesting game. It's quite a short game as well if you put the time into it as well. And that's just the case. Like, there's no cartridge in there. That was a download code, but I bought it because obviously physical case for the shelf. We'll do another one here, and this game here, this game is beautiful. I love this game. This is the game that I've been playing the most since I got it. And this is Degrees of Separation. Again, obviously it's an indie game. This is made by Modus, and you can play as two characters, Ember and Rhyme. Ember obviously being the fire girl, Rhyme being the Iceman. They can't touch. They can't touch, and half of the screen is ice and half of the screen is fire, and you have to make sure that your character is in a specific place to open certain things. Like obviously, if there's a lantern, Ember needs to be there to light the lantern to open a doorway. If there's water, Rhyme needs to be there to freeze the water, and then you can jump higher, and then obviously stuff like that. But that game is a beautiful game, and it should like get some sort of like game award. It's beautiful. Then this one here, it's not made by Devolver, but it's kind of like Enter the Gungeon when I played it, which was like I love Devolver, the people who make Enter the Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon is obviously top down twin stick. Roguelike twin stick shooter. This one here, this is the Badass from Hell map, and there's loads of content on here. This one is cartridge, so there is a cartridge in here. The other two are digital only. But yeah, this one it's kind of like Enter the Gungeon in the fact that obviously you go through room to room. There's a shop part. You can buy armor, your weapons and that, and you're basically fighting your way through. It might not have done that well because people probably might not have realised, because I got that quite cheap. Them other games there, Degrees of Separation, that was a tenner. That's a steal for a tenner. SteamWorld Dig, that was $7.99. Again, like that's a steal. This one here, because it's basically like Enter the Gungeon, this one was £14 I think. And that was from Game, yeah. But again, that's a sick game. Then obviously this, which has gone down in price. I don't know if it's because it's not really. I've heard great reviews about this.
It didn't sell very well because it came out at the same time as Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and it's Immortals Phoenix Rising, and this is obviously again cartridge. I haven't played it that much, so I haven't got into it that much. From what I've played though, there's definitely loads of replayability, and I only got this on sale, £18 I think I paid, and that was from Amazon.
It's like Breath of the Wild meets Greek mythology.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild meets Greek mythology. You've got obviously your horses, you can fly, there's trials that you have to complete to pass certain stages. But yeah. And then this game here, again, I'm a sucker for a good Digimon game. a sucker for a good Digimon game, and this is Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Again, I've had this for a while, but I just wanted to talk about it because I think this is quite easy to find, and it shouldn't be, because it's a Digimon game. Digimon games should be hard to find, because Digimon games, in my opinion, they're always amazing.
Well, really
They're weird, they're niche.
You couldn't find the cards back in the day.
Nah, couldn't find the cards. But that's obviously the complete edition, and you've got 2 story modes on there. You can play as the good guys or you can play as the bad guys. 2 separate campaigns. The hackers and obviously the skilled people. It's just, the storyline's good, the characters are good, the animation's good. You can change it to Japanese if you want, you can change it to English if you want, you can have subtitles, you can't have subtitles. It's just obviously a quality game. Obviously, game number 1 at the top, you play as him. Game number 2, you play as them. Obviously, yeah, I'm just a sucker for a good Digimon game. This one here literally was a weird Switch pickup, and it's going to be weird how to explain this. This is made by Idea Factory, and it's called Azure Lane Crosswave. Oh, I didn't have it the right way. Azure Lane Crosswave, and it literally is. It says here on the back, historical battleships come to life as waifus. So basically, yeah, it's weird. It's weird, I know, but it is good from what I played. This one comes with a calendar. I won't show,
Don't show August.
I can't show some of the pictures because, no, I better not show any of the pictures. But it comes with a calendar. And you can tell already by the game that it's gonna, and what I just said as well, waifus, what the calendar is gonna be like. This is nice as well. It's got a job cover.
Oh yeah.
So you got the cover there. You open it on the inside, and then you got another cover that you can swap. So you can choose which cover you want. And obviously, again, I haven't got that far into it. This is Japanese audio, but English subtitles. Because obviously the Switch is region free. You can buy any game and it'll work on any Switch. So this game here is Japanese audio, and you can't change it. You can't change it. Whereas Digimon, you can change the audio. But it obviously English subtitles. But basically, it's you're on the water, and you're a Japanese anime woman, but you're not. You're a ship, if that makes sense. So they're named after legendary ships, all of the characters. From Japanese legendary ships to American and all this. They're named after legendary ships, and you're basically running along the water. It's weird, I know, but it's good. You're running along the water as a Japanese anime character, and you've obviously got like cannons on you, and you press certain buttons, and then if you're an aircraft carrier, planes will come out. And then attack planes, or you could be an anti-air ship. You attack the airships. There's ships. I don't know if you can actually see that. There's ships, obviously, that you can attack. But you basically are a Japanese anime character.
We'll have to put in some gameplay footage, I think, over the top.
Yeah, that is. It's definitely a weird game, but it's a good game. It's definitely weird. When I put it in, again, I was playing it for a long time. I did get into it, and it's just weird. That was literally just a weird pickup. Commander's Calendar Edition. Obviously, yeah. Why not?
Why not, mate? Why not?
Right, this one here. Obviously, it came out a month ago now. A couple of months ago.
Would have been a month ago.
But obviously I just want to show it because obviously I got literally everything with it, and that's Skyward Sword. Pardon me. Skyward Sword for the Switch. And if you didn't like the Wii version, that's no reason not to get this version because it's completely different. You can play motion controls, but the button controls, they're not finicky, they're good. Certain people might tell you that they're not, and they're stupid. This is so much better than the Wii version. So much better. And obviously I ordered it from the official Nintendo website. They sent me a steelbook, because obviously I'm a sucker for a steelbook.
Keeping it sealed.
And it's still in the plastic wrap. I'm not unwrapping that, just because there's probably no reason for me to, unless they say there's some special code. But even then, I might still not open it, just because. Yeah. What? Then I got obviously the Joy-Cons, which are very nice. Very nice. The Hyrule, Skyward Sword.
Did you get the Game & Watch as well?
Yeah, but that didn't come. That's not getting released until November.
Oh, okay.
I ordered it all together. I ordered the Zelda Skyward Sword and the Zelda Game & Watch, but that's not getting released until November. And then they sent, which I did open, because it came in a little bag and I wanted to see, a key ring. The Triforce, and then the wings.
Nice. Really nice.
Which I just kept in there as well. Again.
I suppose I'll go through my pile. Everything's on this. Yeah, I'm trying to get into GameCube. I mean, it's really difficult to do, so I'm just buying the cheap stuff at the moment. We'll start off with probably one of the worst games ever made. Universal Studios, the game. It is absolute dog shit. You play as a little kid, where you run around. My Xbox is about to turn off. Where you run around the park and play mini games, and it's awful. And it controls crap, and it barely works. Then I got, again, this was another cheap one. Big Mother Truckers 2.
Big Mother Truckers.
Oh no, sorry, Big Mother Truckers 1. I haven't got number 2. It's because I was looking at number 2 in that shop the other day, and I was like, that's too expensive. And this is one of my favourite games of all time. I had to get this complete and new, essentially. It's Tony Hawk's Underground 2. The one with Bam Margera.
You can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned Tony Hawk's game.
No, not at all. And I say expensive, it wasn't. It was like £5. But
I mean, expensive in retrospect to some of the stuff that we got, like for 10p or £1.
yeah.
But
This I actually got, which I was quite surprised by, for like £3, I think. Something like that. That was the remake of Resident Evil on the GameCube with both discs. It's after
I
this
love
one.
the fact that the weird way they did the dual disc case for the game. Yeah, with a weird flappy bit.
Yeah. So that one's complete. It's just when you go after, like when you get Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 on the GameCube, that's where the price
shoots up.
Skyrockets.
Because they're the ones that, again, I think it's with Resident Evil, what we were saying with Final Fantasy, I think Resident Evil's like that as well.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil 2 and 3, again, people, you say something bad about them, you're probably going to get stabbed up. Whereas, like, again, Resident Evil 1 and 4 and stuff, they're still good, but
4's my favourite.
yeah,
And 2 remake.
4 was my favourite as well.
I got this one. This is complete. This I didn't even know existed. X-Men Next Dimension. I do love some X-Men, and this is like a fighting game by Marvel and the company whose name I won't say. And last but not least, I found this. This was hard to find in shops, but I found it. They cleaned the disc there and left the residue. But I found it and got it, and it's complete. And it still has a Nintendo points with it. I didn't realise that.
It still has a Nintendo.
Yeah.
What? I wonder if the code works though. Obviously it's not gonna because it's past. Yeah, you can't do it anymore. But I wonder if the person did use the code.
Metroid Prime.
Ever. Nintendo VIP.
I never played these ones because I was always a 2D Metroid person, but I'll drop that. I want to get this and I want to get 2, and we saw all the games that I wanted. We saw out in that shop, and they were like a bit above my price range at the moment, which is annoying. But
Dave's got bills. Whereas Cole's got like no bills. Cole's like.
Hence the next 2 purchases.
Hence the next 2 purchases.
Which I kind of talked you into one of them.
One of them was definitely talked into, and if we had waited a little bit further along, I could have gotten one cheaper, but it was a different colour. But this one that I got is rare.
Yeah, it's the rare.
So I mean, I'm quite happy with having it.
I mean, I could have told you into getting both, but I didn't.
I could have probably got both. But after everything, the main thing I was disappointed with is the fact that I didn't get the GameCube. I went home and I regretted it. I was like, should I have bought that? And I was like, mate, I definitely should have bought it.
We did find a complete purple GameCube for 35 quid, which was a pretty good price.
Yeah, I should have got it, but I didn't. I don't know why, but yeah.
I'm sure we'll go back at some point.
We'll go back at some point and we'll thingy.
I think you and Adam was about to fight over this one.
Yeah, me and Adam were about to fight over this, and this obviously Zelda Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64. It's in a plastic sleeve. The box is a little bit beaten up at the front.
It's like, not that bad.
Dented in, but it's not. It's a little bit of a crease. But if you like opened it and if you open it, obviously you put in thingy. I did open it to check if everything is in there. Obviously, I'm gonna, and it is. It's still got the. But every single time you open it, it's just gonna take away value, isn't it?
A tiny little scratch to the box.
I might add some Cheeto finger dust or something, bit of my mayonnaise. Yeah, no. Obviously, you can't go. Me and even the guy behind the counter. Was like, I went to the counter, I put, what else did I buy from there?
What did you buy?
I don't know, I bought something else from that shop and I can't remember what it is, and I got to the counter and I was like, look mate, how much can I get that Ocarina of Time boxed? And he was like, sure. And then he came back, put it on the table, scanned it up, I blipped my card, and he was like, "Is that what you two were fighting over?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, you can let him play it if you want." And I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna happen." But yeah, obviously, like, because it was in the box and it's got a plastic sleeve on it, I was like, I need to get this.
Nice.
I need to get this. Obviously, yeah, the box is in like really good condition, I'd say. Obviously, it's been used. Like, you can see that it's been used.
For an N64 game, it's like from 1998 or whatever, 97.
The condition is really good, isn't it?
Mm.
But yeah.
Creme de la creme.
And then last,
This is what I talked him into.
but not least,
Should we put the story in first? We was like walking down.
yeah.
The past couple of shops we had been gone in were a bit shit, so we was a bit defeated. And we find it's like a cash generator type shop.
Cash converters
Cash converters.
in Norwich, yeah.
We ran over to the game section. There wasn't much there. There was a couple of GameCube, a couple of PS1, which I regret not getting at WWF SmackDown.
Yeah.
I should have got that. And it was like, oh, there's nothing here, let's go. And then as we're walking out, eyes go to the glass case, hone in on the glass case. I'm like, mate.
And he's just like, "Mate, have a look. And I'm like, what? This pink Game Boy Color.
Pristine.
Literally pristine. The manual's in there, the box is fucking immaculate. Like, the Zelda N64 box is in good condition. This is literally like, it's brand new. Apart from, obviously, it's been opened.
It's like how you would have got it out of Toys R Us.
Yeah, back when they first came out. And it's lit. Yeah.
And then the next shop we went in
The next, yeah.
was Next Level Games, and they had a purple Game Boy Color boxed, which was the common one. But this was the rare.
This is the rare, obviously, pink one. I've got Pokemon Yellow in the back at the minute. Obviously, don't judge me. I'm
Legit
just
copy as well.
yeah. That's the original copy. Like, this copy here is day one, no jokes, day one release. My dad bought it for himself and he's passed it down to me. So this is his Pokemon Yellow that he had.
And you erased his save.
And I erased his save and just created my own. So this is a day one original Pokemon Yellow that's been passed through from family members to family members.
Even the screen's immaculate.
Yeah, it is. Get some
I'll go
tunes.
and switch it on into the camera, let it hear that. Shut up. Yes. Sounds.
The old compressed sounds. But yeah, literally, I feel kind of bad for taking it out of the box considering how good it was. But I took it out of the box and obviously I played.
It wasn't sealed though, so that was.
Nah, it wasn't sealed, so it's clearly been thingied. The only light bit of damage is on the top, where someone's took the tape off. But other than that, it literally is like the box is in proper sick condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
And this was the main thing that Dave was like, "Get it, mate. Get it."
I'm awful to be with shopping because I'll just.
And I was like, and then I got to the counter. I don't know if they thought we were then leaving, but I walked past, and then I was like, "Can I get that Game Boy?" And they were like, "He's getting it!" Adam and Dave were, and then I bought
and
it.
Yokai Watch.
And I bought a Yokai Watch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was everything, really, wasn't it?
From us little trip.
Look, there is nothing I've forgotten.
No?
No. That was everything. So, yeah, that was, wow, we've got nearly an hour. Crap. So that was our pickups for probably the first half of this year, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't know how often we'll do these. We'll try
and do these. We were saying that we'd probably try and like meet up and go to Norwich once a month. Just have a little tour of the charity shop. Sometimes they're going to be dry, obviously, as usual. But sometimes you'll go and you'll find some tasty bargains.
Maybe one day we'll do Lowestoft, one day Yarmouth, one
Yeah.
day wherever.
Get the train and go to like Manchester.
Get lost. Yeah, anyway, that was our video.
Yeah, our game pickups for the start of the year.
And our first ever collaborated effort.
Our first ever
in-person collaborated effort.
Collaborated, yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you for watching, and do the likes, and do the shares, and do the retweets,
likes,
and do the
shares,
Twitter,
send it on Facebook,
everything.
Share it on TikTok, share it on your Microsoft toaster.
Your Samsung fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Facebook, Cahoots Mate. We have obviously YouTube channel at Cahoots Mate. We have a Twitch, which we're still kind of working on. Is that Cahoots Mate Live, or is that just Cahoots Mate?
Cahoots Mate, I think.
It's not a common phrase, so you will find it either way.
We might have to add links.
Yeah, I'll put all the links in.
Yeah.
We currently play Rocket League quite a lot.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing that we're trying to like stream, aren't we? Rocket League. Yeah. It's infuriating as hell, but obviously we love it.
Yeah, if you want to hear some like self-deprecation and swearing, then watch us play Rocket League.
Yeah, adult themes. Adult themes.
It's usually after the kids are in bed anyway, so it's, you know, they shouldn't be watching.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, cool. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Laters.